Hey guys, so this vlog is not supposed to start this way. A lot of things happen. I was keeping you guys updated through my shorts. Basically, in order for you to understand, you're gonna have to see the beginning of the first video I was trying to record. And by the way, this is the following day. This is when I started recording this was yesterday, Thursday. Today is Friday. I am very tired. But in order for you to understand, you have to see the beginning of this part of the vlog. And I will pick up once I say, hold on guys, because I get a phone call. So, let's jump in. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog with your girl Monica. A lot of shit has happened, like I even have receipts to prove it, but like I said, it all started with my daughter Caitlin being so disrespectful, so mean, just telling me so much shit. And that's my daughter, you feel me? Take it somewhere else. So I'm just tired of the disrespect. I can't trust no one in my life. No one. And what's happening is I'm gonna get a large settlement in the next coming weeks, and everyone, like my ex-husband, his concubine, started acting all crazy, trying to provoke me and my husband so I can whoop her ass and they can sue me for my money. Like, you know, she started this whole argument, this whole problem, when all me and my ex-husband were trying to do is fix my son's phone. So she said that she's tired of everyone in that house using her as an ATM.
You got with somebody with 4 kids?
Well, sweetie, you got with somebody who had 4 kids plus a dad to take care of. So, yeah, you kind of asked for this yourself. So, anywho, so she was writing all this shit. And so we drop off my kids at their house on the weekend, right? And my daughter, 12-year-old, comes out running, telling me, oh, she said this, she said that, she said this, and that. So I was like, okay. She wants to talk shit about me to my kids. No. She wants to talk shit about me to my kids, then it's on, you know. I didn't threaten her. I just told her, you know what, you a concubine. That's all you are. Like, my ex-husband is a womanizer. Where do you think my son gets it from? So, that fool can never stay dedicated to one female. He needs to have more than one. So, I know he has side pieces. Do I care? No, it doesn't affect me. I don't care. Do I condone what he does? No, but again, I don't care. It doesn't affect me. If that's what makes him happy, having him more than one female, then so be it. Do you. You know, he's not married. He's allowed to do whatever the fuck he wants. So I turn around and cuss her out without threatening her life or any type of threats, because I already know that's what she wants. So, and then my daughter, 12-year-old, calls me saying, why am I threatening her life and all this? And I'm like, honey, I'm not threatening nobody, because I already know where that will get you if you threaten someone. So I sent her all the receipts in order so she can read them. She couldn't believe that Jackie said that about them. So what does my ex-husband do? Discredits me by telling her, oh, she's lying. She didn't send them in order. And that really pissed me off and threw me for a loop because, number one, I don't lie to my kids. I tell them straight how it is. Even if they're children, I'm sorry. I'm going to be blunt and honest. And I told her, how the fuck are you going to call me a liar when I sent you the messages yourself? You read them yourself. So how am I lying? I sent them to you in order. And now that I got my ex-husband in a really predicament position because I told him, well, guess what? I found out that your concubine is smoking with our underage son, like marijuana. And that's when he stopped texting me. Hold on, guys. Okay. So you saw where I got a phone call. Well, before I got that phone call, I was trying to record a video for you guys, trying to explain why I haven't been doing diary series, why I haven't been going live, why I've been MIA, and in the process, it got to the point, guys, where I had just called it quits. I called it quits. And Karen calling my therapist and my daughter's therapist called. And I was telling her, like, I'm tired. I can't. I'm tired of my kids disrespecting me and not appreciating everything I get for them. I'm tired of my ex-husband using my past to get to me. It's like, that's the only way he knows how to defend himself and fight. By using people's past against them. Like, I don't regret anything in my past. I really don't. Because if it wasn't for my past and what I went through, I wouldn't be the person I am today. So, therefore, I don't regret nothing in life. And, so he sent me a large paragraph, which I'm not going to read for privacy reasons. And, I don't have his permission to share the text anyways. So, basically, he was telling me along the lines that his concubine's been there for the kids for school meetings, school rehearsals, school this, school that. Well, number one, he never tells me about that stuff. Never. Never included me in it. Number two, that she's been more of a mother to them than I have. Again, he kept the kids away from me for almost 2 years. Or a year and a half, I believe. A year and a half. Not 2 years, a year and a half. And he only let me see the kids once I got back with my husband, my current husband. Then all of a sudden he let me see the kids out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. So, I had that. Then I kind of felt betrayed by everyone. I felt that I was defending my ex-husband and everyone in the house because her text message says, I've been treated as an ATM here. Do you think that's appropriate or something along those lines? And I'm like, fuck no. And she, yeah, and then she's like, do you think this dynamic's okay? And, you know, my response was like, fuck no. And she took that as me cursing at her. And I was trying to agree with her, like, no, that's just not right that they're treating you like a fucking ATM. Like, no, that's why I was like, fuck no. But she took that as me, like, cursing her out and stuff. So that started the whole problem right there. And the tipping point was when my 12-year-old called me and told me, why are you threatening Jackie's life? And I'm like, I'm not. I even went through my text messages like, holy shit, did I just really threaten this bitch in the moment of anger? So I was going through my shit, and no, I didn't threaten her. I just told her she's a concubine, and that's all she is. That's all she ever will be. She ain't shit to my kids, and look up the definition of a concubine because it basically describes your situation. So, like, you know, she's living under the roof of a man who's divorced, and she would be in society considered low class second wife, and that's basically what she is, you know. And my ex-husband is known for using, I don't condone it, but hey, if he has to do whatever he has to do to support the kids, like, he uses women for their money and for their child care and for them to be his little slave, do his laundry and stuff, like, but hey, if they're happy doing it and being their slaves and being ATMs, then by all means, do you. You know, I tell my ex-husband, do you. I'm always going to support him no matter what, whether he's right or wrong, you know, but I feel like I got betrayed by him because I was defending everyone in that house because she was talking shit, and yet he sent me that long paragraph of just talking shit to me. And it's like, he's the type of person that he puts women before his kids. He puts PUSSY before kids, his kids. So, and that was the tipping point. So I told Victoria, I sent her all the text messages in correct order, and I was just screenshotting, saying it, going down, screenshotting, saying it, going down, screenshotting, saying it. And she still called me a liar. She said that her dad said I was lying, and that is the only way they know how to discredit me, is by saying I'm lying. When I got pregnant in 2020, I had a miscarriage and almost died. And he told the kids, don't believe your mom, she lied. She was never pregnant. Motherfucker, I was in the hospital fucking bleeding to death and having a miscarriage, and you're over here telling my kids I lie to them. And they always try to manipulate Victoria, make her think that they're right and I'm wrong and I'm the liar. And that's why I told Victoria, like, I send you the fucking messages. You read them for yourself. How the fuck am I lying? And they're in the correct order. So I even kicked a fucking hole in the wall. I technically, basically, finally checked out yesterday, waking up to those text messages from my daughter and stuff. You opened it? Caitlin.
What the hell, Yonce? What the hell, Yonce?
It's not candy. It's
like,
not
where's the
candy.
stuff that I was eating in here?
It's not candy.
She's like, where's the other stuff? She's like, I know there's supposed to be candy in it. She's like, this isn't my candy.
My daughter finally opened one of my tampons thinking it's a fruit roll-up, and she's very disappointed to find out it's not a fruit roll-up.
She's just looking at it, trying to figure out, like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
She's like,
sorry, guys. It's just making me laugh. She's like, hey, fix it. Okay, I can put it back in. There you go. So anyways, when I woke up to those text messages, it was my final straw, and I had decided that night when everyone went to sleep, I was going to go through with my plan. And what kind of was sitting in the back of my mind was the fact that I was going to let my daughter down, which is Caitlin, because we're so close. That was lingering. Not even my 2-year-old I was worried about, because she has her dad, but my daughter Caitlin has no one besides me. Her dad wants nothing to do with her, and he doesn't care about her. So I did have that in the back of my mind, like, if I don't go through with it, one of two things can happen. One, she'll hate me forever, or two, she might just commit suicide. And I didn't want that. So when we were all having a meeting with therapists, when I had my meeting with my therapist, I couldn't no more. I was just so frustrated because she kept on breaking up. Her signal was horrible. I was flustered, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't. And then when I was vlogging with, until I was vlogging with you guys, I felt better, and I was like letting out steam. And then all of a sudden I get this phone call, And I pick it up, and it's like everyone on four-way, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So then my daughter was telling me that I don't let her dog on the sofa and everything, and I'm like, yes, but when I do want to stretch my legs, I do ask Bridget to move out the way, but she jumps off, and it's like, you don't have to jump off, just scoot over, fat ass. You know, but she just like, fuck you, I'm just jumping off. And you know, that's why I was like, stop lying. I felt like that she was lying, and I know she was just worried about me and stuff, but after that I got so overwhelmed that I said, I'm done. Honey, sorry guys. After that I said, I'm done, and I hung up, and they automatically called emergency services, and I know 4 cop cars came, and they're like, you want to go talk outside? I'm like, the fuck I don't. I'm not going outside. I ain't stupid. Like, I ain't doing shit. You want to talk? You come in here. And so they came in here, and we were talking, and I was crying. I was telling them, like, I'm done. I'm tired. Like, you don't understand. I'm like, I need help, but I've been called selfish for saying that I need help because my husband's so worried about his job, which I'm not mad. Like, I understand his job. He makes bank. You don't want to fuck that up. So, and that's why I told the police officer, like, or the sheriffs, I can't get help right now, not until tomorrow because my husband goes to work. But because I was so suicidal, and I didn't tell him I had a plan, because I know that would have locked me up even longer. So I just told them I don't have a plan. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna end my life. And so they said, let's go outside and talk. And right away they shoved me into the fucking sheriff's car, and I'm like, I knew it. It was a trick. So, but they waited for the medical sheriff to come, who handles mental crisis, and he told me if I wanted help, and I said yes, because I don't think I'm gonna live past today. So he's like, okay. And then they're like, well, when we transport you is procedure that we put you in handcuffs and blah blah. And I was like, okay. So a female female sheriff pat me down and all that. Long story short, I went in handcuffs, and when I got to the hospital, they even had like a special holding cell there for criminals. So they had me there shackled and with my handcuffed, only one hand. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, you know, like, I am so over this. And I was like, God, if you let me out tonight, I swear to God, I'll be good. And they put me on a 5150 hold, and so I finally accepted it. Like, okay, I'm finally gonna get the they're picking up my order. I'm like, okay, I'm finally gonna get the help I need. I accepted the fact that I was gonna be there till Sunday, and I was like, okay, let's just do this. But the issue is, I'm not on seizure medications. I have epilepsy. I had a seizure a few days ago, and that's the only thing that stopped them from admitting me into the mental psych ward. I was in the pink zone, which is the evaluation zone. So since you're only in a 3-day hold, they have you in the evaluation zone. And then from there, if you need more than 3 days, they transfer you upstairs to the psych ward. And because the way I was feeling, I was like, please don't transfer me upstairs, because I know I'm going to catch a case. I know I'm going to end up whooping somebody's ass because the way I feel. Anyone looks at me wrong, anyone disrespected me, I'm going to take flight. So I'm like, God, please, I don't want to catch another case. Please don't let them send me up there. Let me stay here in the pink zone. I kind of like the pink zone. So I was sleeping, and around 11 something they woke me up, and they're like, it's time for you to go, you're being discharged. I was like, really? Okay. So I got super happy because I was so worried about my daughters at home, and I was like, God, my baby, my daughters, I was just so worried. And then when they told me to take off my slippers, I had my daughter's Hello Kitty slippers, so I just broke down crying. And I was like, please, can I keep them? They're like the only thing that I have that are my daughters that reminds me of her. And they thought it meant like she was dead or something. They're like, oh no, honey, I'm sorry. Yes, you can. If they mean a lot to you, you can keep them. I'm like, thank you. Like, they were like slip-ons, Hello Kitty slip-ons. Like, they even thought they were cute. So, you know, I was just like sleeping, holding on, like, to my pillow. I knocked out. I'm like, you know what? I'm here. Let me just take a rest as much as I can. I need it. I've been overwhelmed, stressed, so much going through my mind. So they woke me up and they're like, it's time for you to go. And I was like, yay. So I changed back into my clothes. And of course, the first time I got arrested, I was in some booty shorts that showed my ass and a tank top. This time that I was taken in, I was in some short shorts and a tank top. I'm like, I need to stop dressing like this just in case shit happens. Because I was calling my husband and he wasn't picking up. And I'm like, oh my God, I do not want to take a taxi dressed like this from Lancaster to Palmdale at this hour. Like, I will kill a nigga. Like, no way. But my daughter ended up picking up. So at first I was like, oh, hell no. Who is this female picking up my husband's phone? So I was like, Caitlin? And she's like, yeah. But it's true what she says. I could hardly hear her over those stupid phones. And yeah, I told her to wake up my husband that I was coming out.
I was so pissed and I had broken the fucking phone. He had hung up on me because I was like, bro. That's why I had to just keep punching it in, and my fucking knuckles were bleeding, so they got mad at me.
Oh my God. But yeah, my daughter gets all her shit from me, so. But yeah, and then I got discharged. I came home. I've been trying to get a hold of my psychiatrist. It hasn't been working. And yeah, but I'm feeling better, guys. I am trying to avoid my ex-husband, his concubine. I'm just trying to avoid all of them right now because I am still in a very sensitive state where anything will throw me over the edge. So I am just trying to stay away from anything that's going to trigger me. And I just been relaxing. So will I go live today? It depends.
Depends on how she's feeling.
Yeah, it depends how I'm feeling because I don't want to feel pressure. Like, I have this pressure in my chest. Like, oh my God, I need to go live. I don't want to disappoint you guys. I need to go live, you know. And if I'm not mentally and emotionally ready to jump back in, I'm not going to give you guys 100% of myself. I'm going to be boring. I'm going to be wandering out. Like, you don't understand, guys. Like, yesterday, I literally checked out mentally. My daughter said, she told my husband that I had gotten up to grab a knife. I don't remember that shit.
No, I said that, no, he didn't hear me correctly, because he was on the phone with his freaking mom. But I said that you said you caught yourself going to grab a knife, is what I heard from you, is what you were saying to me when you sat here, is what I told him. I said he didn't hear it correctly, because he was on the phone with his mom.
Oh, okay.
He was talking with his mom, and I said, no.
Yeah, I'm not going to say how I was going to do it because I don't want to give people ideas and like, oh, cool, let me try it. No. But I did have plans. And I had a plan already and it was going to definitely unalive me 100% because I had to make sure it was not going to be a failed attempt. I wanted to go through with it and yeah, I wasn't going to fail, but I no longer feel that way because that's what I told the psychiatrist at the mental hospital, which is why they released me, because I told them, like, I have coping skills and I know that what I'm feeling now is just right now, but it's not permanent. It's just what I'm feeling now until you guys adjust my medication, and then I feel back to normal. So yeah, guys, mental illness is very, very hard. It's really hard, especially when you have people telling you stuff. It's just, I can only imagine how my daughter feels when I go off on her and say mean things that I don't mean. It just, now I understand why she says she just wants to end her life, because it just gets to a certain point when everyone's treating you like shit and talking shit to you, and it's like no matter what you do, it's never good enough, or they're still getting shit talked. And I've experienced that, my daughter experienced that, so now I know exactly how she feels. And for damn sure I'm not going to be going off on her, because that's a horrible feeling, to feel that you're trying your best and yet it's not good enough. You still get shit talked, you know, and that's horrible feeling. So I don't want her to fucking go through that. And yeah, anybody who fucking is constantly going through that's gonna want to end their life. So I don't blame her for wanting to feel that way either. So yeah, all we gotta do is support each other, be there for each other, and just get through this storm together. Because like I told my daughter, out of all my kids, she's the only one that's been with me through thick and thin, through all my surgeries, through everything. Like, even when she was upset, but she was still there for me. She was still helping me. Like, she's like my little best friend, and she's my little mini-me, straight out, but the blonde version of me. Not like in the dumb, stupid way, more like in she's just blonde, but she's still a gangster, you know? Don't make that blonde hair fool you, because you'd be very shocked.
No more, bro.
Well, she not blonde no more. Now she got purple and blue hair. So, yeah, we're going to fix it. In a few days when I borrow money again, I'm going to take her to buy all the hair dye and shit.
We don't need a bowl. I just have to wash the bowl and everything.
I know, you just need the hair dye.
Yeah, and then, oh no, we have a hairnet. I was about to say and then a hairnet, but we have a hairnet.
Yeah,
So we have everything.
yeah, we're going to do all that. But guys, I'm doing better. I'm taking it one day at a time. I'm staying away from everything and anything that provokes me. And I will... Yeah. And I will upload my diary series that I recorded a few days ago. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to record one for today. I think this video's been long enough. And thank you so much for your support and watching all the way till right now. But yeah, it's been a very tough week. From the weekend to now, it's been a very tough week. So I love you guys, and I will keep you guys updated in my shorts. Bye.